Hey guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm bringing you a review of the Floriography Tarot. So, I had my eye on this. It's a Etsy purchase for quite some time, and it took me a while to get it, and then once I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, why? You know, it's one of those things that's like, where you're like, why did I wait so long? But this is a very unique deck. If you choose to end up getting this deck, it would behoove you to actually go to the website floriographytarot.com to really look at why the creator, the artist, decided to do what she did, and it helps to give her cards a lot more meaning. So you have your regular little tuck box here. However, what makes it special is there's a magnetic closure, so boop, it has that satisfying click so that your cards don't go falling out. Plus it has this cute little pink strip. Okay, so it came with a couple little extra information cards here. So it goes through the major arcana and which flowers were chosen for each of those cards. And on her website, she does talk about her studying Victorian flower symbolism, because as you know, certain flowers said something, like they meant a certain thing. You know, so if you were to give somebody a certain flower, it was like you were saying something to them, and so that's why she's chosen the flowers that she did for each of the major arcana. If you go into here, she talks about the minor arcana. So you have bird of paradise as your swords, sunflowers as your pentacles, tree trunks are your wands, and tulips are your cups. And I mean, if you look at them, they kind of feel like that's what they should be. Okay, so I'm gonna put these off to the side. And let's actually take a look at the card itself. So I'm gonna get in nice and close so you can see how intricate and beautiful the backings are, how it has all the suits there. As far as cardstock, it's got a very slippery cardstock, so I'd say like just over 300 grain cardstock. It's nice and bendy. Those of you, I guess, that like to do your riffle shuffles, but for me, I'm just a side shuffler, and I think it works just fine. So it's neither too thick or too thin. It's got a nice bend to it. Okay, so let's actually take a look at the cards, and I'll give you a little bit of background information while I do so. Okay, so first of all, the artist said that the reason she chose to replace certain heads, you'll see in here there's a few headless people, like the major arcana here. Here you have the emperor, and here you have no head. Is with the major arcana, she was trying to create almost like a religious distance. So it was less about the person, you know, a recognizable person in the card, and more she wanted to keep that kind of reverence, that distance, so that you know, if you think about gods and deities, how it's less about what they looked like and more about them being turned into symbolism. And that's kind of what she wanted. She wanted it to be more deconstructed into symbolism. The people in these cards are very personal to her. She did a little background into her Cuban history and found that she had some Spanish ancestry, some Portuguese ancestry, and so those relatives are in here. So this is part of her like tarot journey / genealogy journey, and I think that's fantastic. And also, you know, 'cause she was looking at how her family had made it to Miami, and, you know, she comes from a Cuban background, and then, you know, found out there was Spanish descent and Portuguese descent. So I think that's fantastic. I'm like, wow, I should make a personal deck like for my family. I think that'd be really cool, because I too have done that whole ancestry thing. So as far as how it reads, I think that it's really serious. You know, this is definitely a deck that I can't just like play with and go willy-nilly, at least for me. You know, I know that, you know, different people read differently and have different feels with different decks, but for me, This is more serious, and this is like when I want to go deep into my psyche and deep into like the whys and the blocks and the shadow work and all that good stuff. Readjusting here. Yeah, I love the idea of you know, adding these flowers with, you know, somebody's ancestry. I know she did a little bit of Photoshop manipulation to like move certain arms around in order to, you know, hold like the wands and things like that, and I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I like that it's kind of, you know, cut and paste looking for the most part. I don't know, this one always strikes me. Oh, so here's like one of them where obviously this horse wasn't there, like she added this in, she moved the arm around in order for this gentleman to hold the sword. So I don't know, for some people maybe the replacement of heads creeps them out. I like being able to take in the flower imagery and kind of what I'm getting from the energy of that person, because that's just kind of how I connect to cards. And I love flowers. Like I'm you know, I'm a total like green witch, so yeah, I like this. I like it a lot, and I've been using this for probably a month and a half now. I love that strength card. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a shuffle and so you guys can see how this shuffles, and I'll just lay out 3 cards just aesthetically, not for, you know, any question. Hey, you guys want to pose a question, you go right ahead. Here we go. We got Queen of Cups, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Emperor. Alright, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. Let me know if you have this deck. How do you use it? Do you have any questions about this deck? You know, maybe more about how I'm using it, or like I said, for right now I'm just using it for myself. I'm not using it for client readings or anything, but yeah. Again, thanks for stopping by, and if you guys dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to click subscribe, don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you guys want to catch a reading with me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. If you want to have this particular deck used, you just have to let me know upon booking. And I am actually creating my own community-based oracle deck, so if you want to be a part of that, email your photos of your sacred sites over to tara@kittensweightsandtarot.com by this week so that I can start putting that deck together. I'm so excited about it, but if you also want to be more involved in the creative process and watch it take off, get off the ground so that I can actually make this a thing where I can produce a lot of copies for others, then head over to patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot and get involved in that. And don't forget about my meetup, the 5 Elements meetup, July 21st and 22nd. It's 5 elements healing, the 5th element being spirit, also healing each other. So if you are interested in that, just head over to my website, www.kittensweightsandtarot.com, click on events, and check out the itinerary. So that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out!